Aquarius. Hey, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we are going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channel messages that come through. So let's get into it. Happy day. I am so sorry it has taken me so stinking long to get these videos up. It has been so chaotic on my end. I super appreciate your patience always. Try to give you a little extra love today, as well. I always give the love right now, or I always try to imbue the love in my readings, I should say. But I hope that you are doing well. I hope things are moving well for you. We're in Aries season. It gives us an opportunity to really shift the focus onto ourselves, onto our goals, what we're trying to accomplish. Venus is in retrograde. Mercury went direct. We're still in the shadow period. So still kind of dealing with some of the bumps, the hiccups, communication errors, etc. And especially as it relates to partnership. We're also coming up on a full moon in Libra, which is all about partnership, all about relationship. So that's just highly or heavily in focus. Also, during the full moon, end of this week, it's going to be, Venus is going to go direct. Sorry, it took a second to go out. Venus is going to go direct. So a lot of things are going to be lifting. A lot of things are going to be highlighted in our dynamics, and reality is going to be shown. And it's really going to help kind of put a better spin on things, meaning you have better understanding, better ideas how to navigate some of this trickier stuff, and specifically as it relates to yourself, right? Investing in who you are, investing in what you want, and not being afraid to do so. Sometimes we hold ourselves back because of people, situations, hopes, even the hard stuff, right? Like even when people screw us over, it can be really hard to move on, move forward. So that's why I like to start off the readings with an energy cleansing, just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out some of that block, limitation that you might be coming into. It's a really great time to set your own intention for the reading as well, especially if you come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how things are faring and where they're headed, or if you're looking for more of a rebalancing of your mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're operating from that platform of groundedness in self, we're better able to choose the things that lead towards our happiness and our fulfillment. Something we all deserve to live, right? We all deserve to be happy and fulfilled in this life. So let's get into it. Aquarius, if you're interested in my services, definitely hit me up. All that info is in the description box below. All right. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being, so we may see and understand messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama love, Mama love. All right, Aquarius, let's get into it. So I kind of feel like you are waiting on someone or something. This is it feels like a conversation, a very specific conversation that you need to have. And you're feeling a little bit hesitant about this. Sorry in advance, you tight ass. Loosen the F up, control freaks. Oh, don't get laid, wah wah. Sorry, I am using the Rebel deck, so if it's a little not hostile, it's just in your face. So if that's offensive, just be forewarned. I try to, give it a little bit of more of a PG rating. So, well, and it's true, right? Excuse me, my nose is itching. It's this value of you being hesitant or maybe need things to be in a certain order, in a certain way before you approach this thing. But it does feel like it's a little bit out of procrastination. It's the fear. It's the fear of like what is going to happen, or maybe that you, I don't know, like there's something around this that like, maybe you feel like you're not going to get validated in the way that you had wanted or hoped for. You've got a feeling you just can't shake. And I feel like there is this energy around releasing, around surrender, acknowledging who and what you are. It looks like you've had to be in a position where you validated yourself. And here's the thing. When other people aren't really like helping and supporting us, we do have to kind of like be regimented about our time, about our energy, right? Who we give that to, who we invest that in, because we have to make sure that we're putting that towards ourselves first, filling ourselves up first. That really is the nature of Aries season. And it does look like you're in a space or are coming from a space, 100%, where you had to do that. Maybe draw some heavy boundaries, some heavy lines that just were really hard is what I'm seeing. Like harder than maybe what you even expected or anticipated. We can all kind of like point out injustice and this, that, and the other, but actually like standing up for it, especially if it is someone or something that you care about, right? Doing it, that's a different story. It's a different beast. I feel like you had to create some like appropriate boundaries from someone or something. And here's the thing, we're also kind of seeing some of this past karma come up. You're in a space where you're moving forward. I think there is still, we're seeing this in the collective, there's still a lot of water element enlivened where it's like we're still feeling the feels about the past, even if there is some closure around it, and especially if there is not, right? Especially if you're still just trying to like make peace with what something was. And again, like you had to find that empowerment within yourself. And I feel like this has been a huge eye opener, a huge wake up call. Spirit is saying that you are ready to let it go this week. It's time to move on. It's time to not be in the pain and the sadness. This has been a pretty consistent message all across the collective, and also why we're seeing what we're seeing with Venus being in retrograde, right? It's hard because there is a lot of pain in this situation, in this dynamic. But it's pain that like you've had to do for yourself, or like not do for, sorry, pain that you've had to kind of like not protect yourself from, but again, there's this strong sense, Aquarius, of boundaries. Like you need to like, safeguard your own peace of mind, your own sanity. And something knows this. They feel a little bit more, someone tried to get away with something is what it's looking like. And I feel like maybe that's part of where this like conflict is coming into play, or why you're still holding on to this thing, because you know, you might not have all the pieces of the puzzle, but it looks like someone was hiding and kind of doing some shady stuff, right? Maybe even presenting it to you like they weren't. The face that they were putting towards you was this one of like loyalty and, you know, respect, but I feel like, or what it's saying is behind closed doors, not so much, you know. It's someone was being selfish and miserly and like taking advantage of you and your talent, maybe even piggybacking off of that, right? Like someone stealing your ideas or impersonating you is what I'm hearing for some of you, right? Like someone who's just trying to mirror your energy, but it definitely feels like they're mirroring your energy because they're trying to like get something out of that, right? And if there hasn't been a lot of epiphanies, or maybe you're even seeing this right now, there's something inside of you that's calling. Here's the thing. I think like you're not making up your mind is basically what this is saying. It's you're still giving someone the benefit of the doubt because it's a little bit easier to do that, playing nice. And I feel like that's part of where maybe you're being a little bit too hard on yourself, Aquarius, right? That first message of being a tight ass, maybe you just have to like roll the dice and let the cards fall where they may. take care of yourself, allow yourself to like grieve what this has been. You don't have to have everything looking perfect, even though it's tempting to believe that we can do so. Because it looks like a lot of what is blocking you in this situation is your own mental, emotional. Again, the fears of like, well, if I do this. But here's the thing. I don't see this person's situation as having the same type of loyalty towards you, right? I feel like this is someone who is choosing to like do their own thing. Yep. Both parties, it looks like, or maybe you don't realize like how separate, how independent they are from you. I feel like it ends up becoming a lot of responsibility onto you, and responsibility that like you're really not willing to like give into. And it looks like in some ways, I'm not trying to make this anticlimactic, but it kind of looks like in some ways, this just ends up falling off, you know, the wayside. Because it looks like even if this is the consistent theme, the consistent pattern for the next however long, eventually this person is going to do their own thing, right? They're kind of in this space where, you know, oh no, that was just two sixes, but it's like they're ready to close this out. They're ready to close out this cycle. They're ready to kind of do their own thing. Even if they're not telling you that verbally, it's gonna end up in that way. They're not giving you what you want in terms of, okay, yeah, inner resources, elevate your mind. I feel like either they're just like refusing to be honest, hiding to the point of like, it's almost like, you know, they're lying, but they're still gonna lie to your face. That's what this feels like. And I think it's really disappointing because there's something around this where you were very hopeful, you were very optimistic, you saw the potential of how good of a thing it could be. And did they ruin it? I don't know. This is someone who obviously has their own healing to do, their own healing of self-worth and value. This has run its course. It's time to kind of step out of the box and not be so, you know, back to those first messages, not be so entrenched, engrossed in some of this stuff that you just can't control. Understanding, like, you know, that value, rejection is redirection. Even if you are still dealing with this, I mean, it already looks like you guys are both kind of headed your own way, your own direction. Maybe you're just providing them a platform for a period of time. I don't know. It looks like you're up in the air, but like about what you want to even think or feel about this. But at the same time, you're fine with that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, sometimes we just don't want to deal, or like letting bygones be bygones, so to speak, right? But it's also, like I was talking about in the very beginning, that value of reciprocity, of relationships, equal give and take, who and what we're investing in. That's how we co-create magic, right? Not something that's built off of insecurities, lie, pain, fear, trauma, etc., control. All that stuff is just like, it's fleeting. It's fleeting, you know, and it really creates not a very solid foundation. And you know that, and maybe that's why you're just at peace with this. You're just going to let the cards fall where they may. And I feel like you're okay, and you're just riding the waves of the emotion. Get some rest. Take care of yourself, Aquarius. Give yourself lots of love, lots of validation where you need to. Get out, you know, do some things, do some fun, exciting things for yourself. I feel like that's really going to help support your energy, support some of the sadness, some of the pain, and really kind of help make this a smoother transition. So I hope this helped. No, I'm sending all the love, all the blessings your way for whatever you're navigating through. I hope this helped. I hope you found messages that resonated here for you. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I'd love to hear. Just say hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. Now I'm sending it back your way.